This is one of that abandoned road that where forest is taking over, and a little bit garbage dumping and all is happening, and traffic sound also can be heard. So people often I see posts on social media and all saying regreening, plant this, do this, do that. But the fact of the matter is most people don't know what they should be doing, and without knowing what you're doing, you try to do something good. It can have unforeseen consequences which are never anticipated. In fact, there's a law on that, the law of unforeseen consequences. So it is better to, in my opinion, just leave the places alone. They slowly come back. Eventually, one by one, the species will be brought back by the birds and all. And the alien species also, they might have an initial advantage when the place gets cleared. That is, when disturbance happens, initial opportunities are created for the alien species, and they do come and occupy immediately because nature hates vacuum. But over longer periods of time, 50 years, 100 years, 500 years and all, my own feeling, seeing from the observation, my own personal observation in so many field trips, that by and by the natural species all come back, and then they do have some evolutionary advantage because of which they have evolved there. That's the reason. And therefore the short term advantage whatever the alien species gets is slowly that advantage vanishes over a period of time. That is my guess in most cases, though we can't make a complete generalization. So the best way to deal with these places is better just leave them alone, instead of going on trying to intervene, planting this and that, and trying out all kind of harebrained schemes. Nature has an infinite amount of wisdom, and that is good enough to take care of regreening and all. Humans basically, first of all, we should study what is, go out and observe the real life, whatever you can see, the nature's response and in various locations and all, and then after that only you can even think of solutions. Without even understanding the problem, trying to intervene is downright dangerous, and numerous examples have proved it. For example, in Australia, it seems some rodent or rabbit or something increased too much. These white people brought and introduced all their creatures into Australia. There are no natural predators there, so they multiplied, and finally, to kill them, they had to get foxes, and then the foxes went and ate all other kind of creatures, not just the rabbits. So like that, it goes haywire. One of the good example of that is that Jurassic Park movie. They tried to play God. People with puny brains and hardly any practical experience, field knowledge, nothing except zeal to improve the world. These do-gooding characters, they invariably do much more harm than good. It's better we allow nature to do its course, and very selectively and in a controlled fashion, only intervention should be done. And I see in posts they are trying to change the weather, reduce the global warming and this and that, and these are all harebrained schemes which will backfire. Neither the knowledge is there to think up solutions, and another thing is that people underestimate the power of nature. So nature is infinitely, has great wisdom embedded in it, in its natural systems and all, and it is perfectly capable of taking care of itself. What we can do the best is to not interfere, allow things to regenerate on their own, allow birds and all natural forces to operate. And I have seen enough examples of this. Even horribly ruined places, left to themselves, slowly it limps back to normalcy, and native species like this Cassia fistula, this phoenix date, that cryptolepis climber, all will come back on their own one by one. So that is a little bit about this regreening efforts.